Yamaha has emerged as the leader in side-by-sides among the Japanese manufacturers. With the Viking focused on utility and recreation, and the pure sport-focused YXZ-1000R just around the corner. A few short years ago, Yamaha released the 708cc single-cylinder engine-powered Wolverine to fill their need for a sport utility side-by-side. The Wolverine garnered its share of praise. However, some potential buyers interested in its sport capability criticized it for not having a larger displacement twin-cylinder engine, while those interested in it for work were critical of its lack of a dumping cargo bed. For 2019, Yamaha has worked hard to satisfy the demand for a machine delivering a higher level of both work and play, with improved overall comfort, and the ability to more easily negotiate tight technical terrain than its competitors and its predecessor. Enter the brand new 2019 Yamaha Wolverine X2. There are 4 models of the X2, all featuring power steering. The $12,699 base model uses steel wheels and preload adjustable gas-charged shocks. The X2 R-Spec models add cast aluminum wheels, a roof, over-fenders, different color options, and most notably, fully adjustable shocks. The Hunter Edition adds Real Tree Edge Camo in addition to the R-Spec's upgrades. The X2 R-Spec Special Edition models add color-matched suspension springs, embroidered two-tone seat covers, and painted plastic with different color options. Yamaha invited us to test the 2019 Wolverine X2 R-Spec Special Edition model in its ideal environment, on the rocky, sometimes technical and challenging trails of Brimstone Off-Road Park in Huntsville, Tennessee. The X2 is powered by the same 847cc parallel twin-cylinder liquid-cooled 4-stroke engine, originally developed for the 4-seat Wolverine X4. 82mm by 80.2mm bore and stroke make for a long-stroke engine that's proven to deliver big torque. A modern, efficient top-end design features 4 valves and double overhead cams per cylinder. The engine is said to produce 69 horsepower. Yamaha claims that horsepower is up 32%, with torque up a whopping 47%, compared to its predecessor's 708cc single. Yamaha used shorter cylinders and connecting rods to better centralize mass. To prevent sacrificing engine longevity, they offset the cylinders, reducing rod angle and side load on the pistons during the power stroke. A fuel injection system delivers air and fuel to the engine via dual 36mm throttle bodies. A drive-by-wire system measures speed, throttle position, and a number of other factors to help filter out unwanted gas pedal inputs in technical terrain. It helps somewhat, but Yamaha doesn't seem willing to sacrifice throttle response. A new Ultramatic CVT-style transmission was developed specifically for the new top end. Yamaha's transmission utilizes a clutch to handle engagement and disengagement, providing constant drive belt tension to help prevent cooking the belt at low speeds. A one-way sprag clutch provides engine braking to all 4 wheels in 4-wheel drive. The transmission features dual forward ranges plus neutral and reverse, accessed by a smooth, precise gated shifter. The transmission is calibrated to engage and upshift at lower RPMs, helping keep the engine running quieter, which should also help conserve fuel. With more challenging rocky climbs than we experienced at the X4's press intro, the X2's engine seemed even more impressive than we remembered. Low-end grunt is abundant. We were crawling up gnarly rocky sections in high range, never seeming to run out of torque. Mid-range and top-end power are pretty potent, making the X2 equally adept at casual drives or spirited rips down the trail. With a dose of throttle, the X2 revs up quickly, delivering a satisfying surge of smile-producing power that was missing from the older 708cc Wolverine. Running tighter trails, we never reached the machine's top speed, which is said to be up 4% on the X4 and X2's engines for 2019. Based on our experience with the X4, we estimate top speed should be just over 55 miles per hour. When the trail turns downhill, engine braking feels smooth and natural, with little drivetrain chatter under deceleration or braking. Convinced of the durability of their CVT, the Yamaha guys practically begged us not to shift the transmission into low range in steep, gnarly stuff, so we didn't. We growled the X2 up and down the steepest, most chunky sections we encountered. Our driving would have been considered a bit abusive on other CVT transmissions, but Yamaha's Ultramatic CVT transmission takes the abuse without a hint of squeaking, burning rubber smell, or belt failure. The Zero Compromise drivetrain system features selectable 2- and 4-wheel drive, and 4-wheel drive with front differential lock. It sometimes takes a second for the front diff lock to fully engage or disengage. The few times limited slip 4-wheel drive couldn't get us up and over an obstacle, locking in the front differential provided instant traction. Locked in 4-wheel drive and big torque make the X2 pretty unstoppable. Large rubber motor mounts and a gear-driven counterbalancer are both used to minimize vibration, which isn't an issue. To minimize noise, Yamaha used a high-volume muffler on the X2 which is whisper-quiet at idle. The intake system is designed to be rigid, reducing noise from vibration. The large airbox and filter can be accessed with no tools and are mounted under the hood, keeping intake noise away from the occupants. Also located under the hood is the removable speed limiting key, which limits the machine's top speed to 25 miles per hour without restricting horsepower. Other noise-reducing features include an insulated console and helical spiral-cut gears to reduce drivetrain noise. Cruising the trail, you can still enjoy the mild roar of the engine while having a conversation without screaming. The X2 is built on a new steel chassis that's submerged in an E-coat tank, helping prevent rusting both internally and externally prior to being powder-coated. Protecting the entire underside of the frame is a combination of welded-on steel plates with access points for maintenance and a removable front plastic skid plate. The suspension consists of dual control arms at both ends with wide arc lower A-arms up front for improved clearance. The suspension delivers 8.7 inches of travel up front and 8.9 inches of travel out back. All but the base model come decked out with piggyback reservoir equipped KYB shocks featuring threaded preload, high and low speed compression, and rebound damping adjustment. The base model features 5-way preload adjustable, twin-tube gas-charged KYB shocks. Yamaha says they designed the X2 with a compact overall size, for precise handling, less concern for damage, plus easier storage and transportation. At 59 inches wide with an overall length of 115 inches, the Wolverine is slightly narrower and shorter overall than the Kawasaki Terex, Honda Pioneer, Polaris General, and Can-Am Commander. However, its wheelbase of 82.7 inches is longer than all of them, with the exception of the 85.8 wheelbase of the Terex. The X2 rolls on purpose-built Maxxis tires featuring 4 plies front and 6 plies rear. The 26-812 front tires and 26-1012 rear tires deliver 11 inches of ground clearance. Tire size and ground clearance are both on the smaller size for the class. With factory settings still dialed in, we were quite happy with the suspension. Small bump compliance is good. The jagged edges of rocky terrain are well dampened, although you remain feeling connected to the trail. The shocks hold up well in G-outs and do an excellent job of resisting body roll. The shocks are plush enough to ride all day, yet firm enough that you feel confident driving hard. Yamaha did well making full use of their car's available travel. Without being beat up or bottoming harshly, we left the test intrigued with how much we could further improve the ride, with a little time to tune the shocks. The excellent suspension sets the stage for confidence-inspiring handling. Along with staying flat in corners, the X2 feels stable on side hills until the grade gets pretty steep. Steering accuracy is predictable in both 2- and 4-wheel drive. Yamaha's electric power steering systems set the standard in our opinion. The steering is light, big hits are well filtered from the steering wheel, yet there's enough feedback from the trail that you feel how the car is reacting to the terrain. The decision to go with 26-inch tires contributes to the car's predictable handling, although we found a few rutted sections and tall water breaks where slightly taller tires increase in ground clearance would be a benefit. Fortunately, the X2's undercarriage is well protected and glides over obstacles. Yamaha currently offers 4 accessory 27x10x14 tire options from EFX. They're designed to excel in different types of terrain. The 27-inch diameter increases ground clearance and should slightly increase top speed. Yamaha developed a clutch kit that reduces weights from 22 to 16 grams, raising the RPM at which the clutch engages to help maintain the stock X2's acceleration. They're also offering a total of 4 different aftermarket wheels, with a beadlock option. The car is slowed by hydraulic disc brakes at all 4 corners, with a shaft drive mounted parking brake. Braking power is excellent, with good feeling at the pedal. The X2 offers a higher level of work capability than its 708cc predecessor. The hydraulic-assisted dump bed is 15% longer and 16% wider, with a payload increase of 300 pounds to 600 pounds. Rated to tow 2,000 pounds with its 2-inch hitch receiver, the X2 can tow 500 pounds more than its predecessor. Tilt steering, an adjustable driver's seat, and passenger grab bar help the occupants get comfortable in the cockpit. There are even 2 positions for the 3-point seatbelt shoulder straps. The doors on the X2 are higher than those found on the older 2-seat Wolverine, helping keep splashing water and mud out while providing a more secure feeling. Interior door latches help keep your gloves out of the grime. The high-backed seats offer a good level of comfort with no annoying pressure points. 6-foot-tall occupants will find the cockpit spacious enough, although taller drivers may want a bit more legroom, or at least a floorboard area that's less restricted by the front wheel wells. The low dash height and angle of the hood help you more easily see what's directly in front of and around the car, a huge asset in tight technical terrain. Storage is available in the passenger side glove box and in the center console. Dual cup holders are there to keep your drinks in place. Receiving new styling cues from the X4, the X2 features a front bumper, LED headlights, and new LED taillights. Fender flares offer increased splash protection on all Wolverine X2 R-Spec models. We feel they should come standard on the base model as well. The X2 comes pre-wired for accessories. It features a winch mount and tons of other well-thought-out accessory integration. Of course, Yamaha is already ready to accessorize your X2 with tons of in-house and co-branded accessories, including a full cab enclosure. With the launch of the new Wolverine X2, Yamaha is also releasing the powerful and exciting Adventure Pro, developed with Magellan. This powerful GPS has a 7-inch touchscreen, maps of over 100,000 trails, plus on-road navigation. It allows you to map your own trails, rate difficulty, make notes of obstacles, track lap times, and more. The Adventure Pro is also a fully functional Android tablet, with front and rear facing cameras to record your adventures and upload them to social media. Costing less than half the price of adding Polaris Ride Command system to one of their units. Unlike Ride Command, which is designed to work in a Polaris side-by-side only, the Adventure Pro can be easily removed from the vehicle and used as a fully functional GPS unit and tablet in your car, home, or anywhere. The 2019 Wolverine and YXZ-1000R are designed with plug-in integration for the Adventure Pro, which displays vehicle telemetry. We strongly suspect that other Yamaha vehicles will be available with Adventure Pro connectivity in the future. The Wolverine X2's MSRP for the stock and upgraded models are pretty much in line with the other 800 to 850cc sport utility UTVs, with some minor differences in pricing and features. Yamaha's Wolverine X2 really is an incredibly versatile and capable machine that can work and play hard. Its excellent handling and suspension will lend themselves to both, and its forgiving, high-torque, happy-to-rev twin-cylinder engine will appeal to drivers of all levels. Its slightly shorter suspension travel and top speed may limit the X2 somewhat in whooped-out or wide-open desert terrain. However, in tighter to intermediate speed terrain, where the X2 is designed to excel, its competition is going to have its hands full. As an overall package, we believe that the Wolverine X2 is the most well-rounded side-by-side in Yamaha's lineup, and a machine we'd love to have in our garage. For more information on the 2019 Yamaha Wolverine X2 and their full line of side-by-sides and ATVs, log on to YamahaMotorsports.com. For tests of the latest model side-by-sides, project builds, and product reviews, make sure to subscribe to UTV On Demand. For more content like this, check out some of our other videos.